he sat down. If you are the real Terrell, he sat down and he said, and I looked at him immediately. I said,
You had questions.
Oh, I did immediately, and I threw out the first question, and then I'm immediately just talking to all of us around here on the phone, and then Clint threw out another question, and then it was, you're not Steph Diggs, are you? He ended up being a safety from Vanderbilt. So I've been.
Did he tell you he was Stephon Diggs?
Yes.
Or did you assume he was Stephon
No, he
Diggs?
told us. It was set up. Right over. He told us.
Oh, that's
so
I love it.
So I've been hitting people with questions to make sure.
So what question you
so
going to ask me?
All right. I just want to make sure because I think the real TD would know this. What record did you set in track and field at Lincoln High School? What record?
Well, there's actually 2, the shot put in the discus.
There you go. Okay. All right. I just want.
I tell you what, the imposter would have been wrong 10 times before he got to that.
No, yeah, that's what I said. Like running back, think no, yeah, it's a shot.
That's one of my greatest achievements, man.
Okay.
Greatest achievement.
That's one of your greatest achievements.
That was one of my greatest achievements.
Really?
Doing a shot put.
There you go.
Set the record in the shot put, man, because that's a sport. That's something that the big fellas were doing.
Yeah.
So I was competing with the big fellas, and most people don't know this, but I played nose guard in high school too. So I had an interesting
kicker too, wasn't you?
I was a kicker. I played every position in high school except I didn't play quarterback, and I've never played true corner or true wide receiver. So I played safety, linebacker, I played nose guard, I played DN, played tight end, I played all positions on the front line when I was a kid, center, guard, tackle, running back, fullback, and quarterback at times when I was younger. But, yeah, I played pretty much every position.
I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on this since we got the real Terrell Davis here with us. I love hearing this from other people's perspective. We got our Clint played in the league, played for the Cowboys, played at Arkansas. And so we get the quarterback's perspective on C.J. Stroud. I'm wondering, running backs, defensive players, like it feels like people, especially around the city, have a different view, a different feel of C.J. Stroud. As somebody who has played with guys from the likes of John Elway all the way to the other guys you've played with, what's your thought process, or what do you think the team's thought process is around a guy that started off so hot as he was his rookie year and now coming down, and the last time we saw him look nothing like the guy we first saw?
I don't know what's going on, man. It was, like he said, he came out his rookie year, and he became the poster boy for, basically saying, hey, quarterbacks, this is what's expected of you. If you come out and you're drafted, we want to see this kind of, progression. And then it's just been, it just seemed like it's been a regression the last 2 years. And then to see the playoffs, man, I didn't know. I didn't know who that guy was, and I know he's fighting inside, man. And sometimes you're pressing so hard and you're trying to do the right things, but it's just going south. And during that game, I felt, I know D'Amico Ryans did the right thing, but I felt like maybe you should have tried to sit him a little bit.
Do you think you lose CJ, though, if they were to make that decision?
No. And the reason I say John Elway got benched, man. In
the playoff game?
It wasn't a playoff game, but he got benched. And the thing about it is, it's not like you don't know you're playing bad. It ain't. I can see if it was a borderline where things just weren't going great and they needed a boost. I see that part. But he was causing all of the problems. He was just throwing the ball away. He was just in a world where, dude, just your defense is playing lights out. Don't put them in a bad situation. I know you're trying to make the plays, but you can't just throw the ball up to just be throwing it. And so when he was doing that, he's struggling mentally. And eventually, I hope this becomes something that allows him to be able to work his way through it and use that, man, because you got to have grit. And to get where he's gotten to, he had to show some grit and some resilience. But now it's going to take another level of that because now you've lost a lot of your teammates in the locker.
You think so? You think?
They may not say it publicly.
That's what he be saying.
Yeah, they may not say it publicly, man. Those guys are like, bro, when you lose the trust that they have in you to go out there and perform and be competent, that's a hard thing to get back.
Well, he's just such a good dude off the field, and I'll pray for you, and everybody's my dude, and I don't ever say anything wrong, and his leadership style is not I'm going to step on your throat type of leader. everybody's always going to like that guy and embrace that guy. But the reality of it is that big stage, bright lights comes around again. How much trust do you have in it? I want to ask you, though, TD, about the running back position. The running back position in Houston is a hot topic right now. Joe Mixon came over last year, had a hell of a year, and obviously Joe Mixon is better than a young running back. We got Woody Marks, had a great rookie year and contributed much more than people thought he was going to have to. But I always talk about this offense, and they want to be an establish the run type of offense. Mm-hmm. And when you've got a guy like Joe Mixon, a true bell cow starting 3-down back in this league, and how different it is than when you just get a guy that's a serviceable back that went in there and did an admirable job. And I always try to bring that to light, but nobody better than you to talk about the difference between the two and how big one can be versus the other.
It's huge when you have that guy, when you have, like, Joe Mixon who can give you, 1 through 3, maybe even some cases your 4th down back if you go for it, because it's number one, a back needs to know that they're getting a certain amount of touches. When I went into a game, I didn't have to guess that I was getting 30 touches a game, and I knew it. So I had the ability to be patient. A lot of times running backs come in and they know they don't know how many times they're going to get the ball in the game. So there's no setting anything up. They just have to try to eat while they can eat. And typically you're passing a 3-yard run, looking for an 8-yard run, and now you're putting the team in a bad situation. But that's not the fault of the back. The back is like, hey man, I only get 1 shot at this.
Yep.
So I'm not going to settle for 3 yards. I'm trying to get 8.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I knew I can get no yards on some carries because I knew I'm getting 20 to 30. But eventually, I had a chance to set things up. I knew I was going to be able to help the offense wear the defense down. And I knew by the time we got to the 3rd and 4th quarter, it was time to go. It was my time, and that was we going to run the heck out of the ball. Can't do that anymore. And I think part of it, too, is not that it's not that they're not willing to do it in a game. You got to have some indications you can do it. So you got to practice it. You got to have some confidence going into a game. Well, it's a very expensive thing to have, a running game, right? You got to practice it. You got to put pads on. You got to eat up all that time that you're limited to. So it's a difficult process to have. But I don't know, man. I grew up I played in a really good era with running backs. It was fun.
They want 2 of them now.
Right. Well, there's just something about, and you obviously were one of them, man. It's just something about you guys' ability to step in the huddle and everybody around you, all of a sudden their confidence goes through the roof. Hey, we got a dude back there that's a horse. We got a dude that's a game changer. We got a dude that expects us to be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like versus another guy that's, again, he can put up some yards and he can do some good things in critical situations. He can make a guy miss here or there. But when you got that Terrell Davis type of person back there, I mean, it's just not that there's a bunch of Terrell Davises walking around, but I mean, you know what I mean? That to raise the level of everybody in that huddle just by existing is, and I think Joe Mixon did that for the Texans, a year ago. I think he did that. And so anyway, we're just in that battle of, like, should the Texans go get one of them dudes? Should they stay the course? And that's a big question around Houston.
You can never have too many. Like, you can never have too many. Like, you could always bring in a guy. I think what was cool about the offense that I played in was when you looked at our huddle, we had that dude everywhere. I mean, you looked at number 84, Shannon Sharp. We got that dude. You look at our receivers, Rod Smith, number 80, that dude. Ed McCaffrey, number 87. I'm back there. Howard Gurley. So we had an offense in the huddle that, man, we had guys that, man, when it was time to go, we knew we had dudes we can count on.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation was. And that's a hell of – and then the offensive line.
Zimmerman and Nayland.
Oh, my God, man. We had those brothers, man. And they're confident in the way they block. You don't think if you're a lineman, you look back and you see who's in the backfield, changes your mentality? It does.
Yeah, you broke my heart in 1997. I was in the stadium.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
I was in the stadium.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'd do it again if I could.
I was there when Pete Stojanovic got y'all, and then you came back.
You kicked that long field goal, and we came back. We walked out of there, Sam.
Anyway, man, just tell us what you're talking about.
No, don't try to rush me. I enjoy talking about
14
that.
points. Couldn't get 14 points, huh?
I know.
Who you working with, man?
13-10. All right, man. I'm here to raise awareness for the other TD. It is not touchdowns, man. It's tardive dyskinesia. Have you heard of tardive dyskinesia?
I have not. I don't even want to try to say it. TD,
All
I'm gonna
right,
let
so
you get
it's a chronic movement disorder, and it's caused by certain prescription mental health medications such as antidepressants and antipsychotics. And it can cause repetitive, uncontrollable movements in your face, your hands, your feet, your torso. And although I do not have TD, man, I'm here to raise awareness to let people know, man, if you are experiencing any of those symptoms, please go to theothertd.com. Man, it's just, using my platform to raise my hand and say, hey, go get checked out. I know I have had my own mental health struggles, and I was presented with taking some of these medications as a treatment option. And so I was pretty close to going down that road. And I know that if I was going through that or dealing with some of these symptoms, I would want to know what's happening.